Hello, my name is Seda Kasapoğlu. Today I will talk about the internal structure of words and processes of word formation. This is what we will learn. We will define the word, morphemes, process of word formation, and idioms. Defining the word. Fundamental primary unit of the lexical level of the language as a sequence of phonemes or its representation in writing that expresses a meaning. There are formal criteria for wordhood: orthographic, semantic, phonological, morphological, grammatical, and syntactic. Formal criteria for wordhood. Phonological. A word should have a clear phonological structure, typically defined by syllable boundaries. In languages like English, words often have a consonant-vowel structure, and they can be separated by pauses or spaces. Orthographic. In written languages, words are often separated by spaces, and they follow specific orthographic conventions. Semantic. A word should carry a distinct meaning or serve a particular grammatical function. It should be capable of standing alone as a meaningful unit. Grammatical. Words fall into particular classes. Morphological. A word may be modified only externally by the addition of suffixes and prefixes. Syntactic. A word has external distribution or mobility. It is moved as a unit, not in parts. Now, let's talk about morphemes. Morphemes are the smallest meaningful units of language. Also, they can be individual words or parts of words. Morphemes can be classified into two main types: free morphemes, which can stand alone as words, and there are bound morphemes, which must be attached to other morphemes. Lexical and grammatical morphemes. Lexical morphemes. Lexical morphemes are those that, having meaning by themselves, more accurately, they have sense. Many of these morphemes exist, such as the word cat. This word is a lexical morpheme because it can stand alone and contain its meaning. Grammatical morphemes. Grammatical morphemes specify a relationship between other morphemes. The words and, but, or, after, that, the, and she are the examples of grammatical or functional morphemes. Allomorphs. Allomorphs are forms that are related to each other but slightly different, depending on the surrounding environment. For example, an English past tense morpheme is ed, which occurs in several allomorphs depending on its phonological environment by assimilating the voicing of the previous segment or the insertion of a schwa after an alveolar stop. Process of word formation. The word formation process is regarded as the branch of morphology, and it has a significant role in expanding vocabulary that helps us communicate very smoothly. The main objectives of the word formation process are to form new words with the same root by deploying different rules or processes. There are 9 essential word formation processes. These are derivation, backformation, conversion, compounding, clipping, blending, abbreviation, acronyms, and borrowing. Now let's talk about these 9 word formations. Derivation. Creating a new word by adding prefixes or suffixes to an existing word. For example, unhappy, happiness. Backformation. Creating a new word by removing an affix that appears to be part of an existing word, but it isn't. Conversion. Changing the grammatical category of a word without adding or changing any affixes. Compounding. Combining 2 or more complete words to create a new word. Clipping. Shortening a longer word to create a new word. Blending. Combining parts of 2 or more words to create a new word with a meaning that reflects the components. For example, brunch, breakfast and lunch. Abbreviation. Shortened form of a word or phrase. For example, DR meaning doctor. Acronyms. Creating a word from the initial letters of a series of words. Example, NASA, National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Borrowing. Adapting words from other languages. For example, piano is from Italian. Now, let's talk about reduplication. Reduplication is a morphological process in which the root or stem of a word, or even the whole word, is repeated exactly or with a slight change. Okie dokie, pitter patter, hanky panky, or bye bye is the common reduplication examples. Now, idioms. Idioms are fixed expressions in a language that convey meanings beyond the sum of their individual words. They often have figurative or metaphorical meanings that can be deduced from the literal meanings of the words. For example, kick the bucket. Its meaning is to die. Example of this idiom. I can't believe Madam Perry kicked the bucket. These are my references. Thank you for listening.